Okay, today I'm going to talk about the differences between herbs and spices. So you can see here I have some spices. I have cinnamon. Cinnamon is the bark from a tree. Paprika is ground up pepper. And clove, of course, is this little floret, dried floret that's ground. And then you come over here and you have your oregano. And then you have your basil, your sage, your marjoram. And then there's turmeric, see? There's nutmeg, all that kind of stuff, and ginger. So the difference between an herb and a spice is like, here's an herb. All of these are herbs. And so what is an herb? An herb is technically, when you talk about veggies, your herbs are a vegetable. So you can include this with the veggies. Obviously, you're going to need a lot of it. But an herb is leaves. So there's flakes of leaves. There's ground leaves. There you go. Now your spices is things that come from something other than a leaf. So your herbs are leaves, and your spices, like you have peppercorns, things like that, they typically come from a fruit, if you will. And of course, cinnamon is from a bark. And then you have your nutmeg, and nutmeg is a really cool walnut-like pod. It is kind of like a walnut or a pecan, and you grate it to get a real yummy flavor. Pretty potent stuff. It can actually kill you if you eat too much. And then, of course, you have your turmeric here too, which is a spice. So when it comes to cooking, if you use a bunch of dill, I use Greek cooking calls for a lot of dill. Another thing Greek cooking calls for is mint. Okay, so all of these things are plant leaves. So technically, it is a veggie. Herbs are extremely powerful. They're somewhat toxic, if you will. They have a lot of potent chemicals in them. Cloves are pretty toxic. They are. Nutmeg, again. Yeah, and so these are powerful, powerful things for the body. They have all kinds of great things that they can do for your body. The reason I have this giant thing of clove and giant thing of cinnamon, watch this. I have blight in my yard, and to make your house smell yummy, that is clove, ground clove in water, and you just boil it. And boy, does that make your house smell good. And this water, I can boil it up, dump it on the ground, and it's going to kill fungus. It is that potent, okay? I also soaked my feet in it. So you got your herbs, which are plant leaves, and your spices that are other parts of plants. And there you go. So kind of a vegetable here. You can call parsley a vegetable. You can call oregano a vegetable, right? So that's the difference between the two. In case you are wondering, the difference between an herb and a spice. And there you go. These things are super good for you. They're full of all kinds of chemicals that your body just loves, 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 antioxidants, all kinds of stuff. So the more herbs and spices you use, generally the healthier you're going to be, because these things are so powerful for you, okay? So that's another tip. Like I said, healthy eating does not have to be boring or gross. Look at all these powerful flavors, right? Okay, so there you go. Difference between an herb and a spice. So take care. Don't get scammed.